Two guys and a gal talking about movies. Two guys and a gal talking about movies. Two guys and a gal, they're talking about movies. And you know they are really groovy. Two guys and a gal talking about movies. Two guys and a gal talking about movies. Two guys and a gal, they're talking about movies. And we know they are really groovy.
We are really groovy most of the time. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Two Guys and a Gal talking about movies. Now, today, there's only going to be two guys. Our gal is absent at the moment, but hopefully she will be able to join us later in the program. And today we are going to be discussing the films and career and life of Catherine O'Hara, whom we lost back in January of this year, 2026. For those of you watching in the future, when we're all holograms and AI, and probably Catherine O'Hara will be an AI and still doing movies. Who knows? The way things are going now. But that said, she was born in 1954 in Canada, in Toronto, Canada. And she passed away, as I said, in January of this year, 2026. She worked extensively in television in her early career, most notably in the sketch comedy series SCTV, which also included Eugene Levy and Rick Moranis, Joe Flaherty, people who've gone on, and John Candy, and people who've gone on to have great careers of their own. And then, of course, she moved into doing a lot of guest spots on television series to that, and then transitioned to doing movies. But she also returned to television, most notably recently with a program called Schitt's Creek, which is arguably one of the funniest sitcoms ever made. And she won a Primetime Emmy and Golden Globe for her work as Moira in that series. And she also received a posthumous award for her work on the show called The Studio, which I believe is on Apple TV, one of the streaming services. So, to talk about her movies, I present my co-host, the man of 1,001 voices, Mr. Rory Penland.
Yeah, hey, here we go. It's showtime. Uh,
That's right.
we hope that Elana is okay. We
Yes.
have not heard from her. We hope that she might be just taking a nap and she'll wake up and she'll go, "Oh, how I'm supposed to do the show," and she'll come in and join us. We
Yeah.
just hope she's okay. Um,
Exactly.
but Catherine O'Hara. Um, I've always loved just about everything she's done. I've always thought she was very funny. I loved her stuff on SCTV.
Hmm.
You forgot Dave Thomas, by the way.
I
um,
did, unfortunately. Yeah.
yeah, Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas were, the McKenzie brothers.
That's right. Hey, hoser. Exactly.
Um,
Yeah. Hey,
and
give
Martin
me the
Short.
beer.
Martin Short was part of that as
And
well.
Martin Short. That's
One of
right.
the, one of the few guys that was, SCTV and my second Saturday Night.
Right.
Playing as Grimley. That's wonderful, I must say.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
so I was surprised when I was doing research for this at how few movies she was in. She really should have done a lot more. She did a lot of movies. She did voiceover movies, like animated films, a lot. A
Right.
lot I
Yeah.
haven't seen. Um, the ones that I have seen, are somewhere on my list. Um, and again, there were probably a dozen movies where she really stood out and shined.
Mhm.
Again, above all else in the movie, she usually
Yeah.
steals every scene she's in. And we're
Yeah.
going to talk about those.
Yeah. She definitely did a lot of
And she may be,
smaller.
you might not realize that it was her that was in, a famous movie that you've seen, because she's that versatile.
Mhm.
I did
Yeah.
my whole
Exactly.
list and I had to go back because I remembered, oh, wait a minute, she's the mom. And,
Hmm.
so I
Hmm.
had to go back and change the list. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. Since you brought that
played a
up,
lot of iconic
uh,
characters.
yeah, let's go ahead and begin. So let's
Right.
start. And what is your number one Catherine O'Hara movie?
Number one, Catherine, her performance. Mine is more by character name because she's done some repeat characters.
Hmm.
Beetlejuice, she's playing Della Dietz.
Hmm.
That was my favorite performance from her. She's
Hmm.
wonderful in that. Everything she does in that movie just makes me smile. Um, her banter with Otho. By the way, you mentioned Eugene Levy. Anything with her and Eugene Levy together is comedy gold. I mean, it's just
Oh
absolute
yeah.
gold. They are such a good team together.
Hmm.
Um, so, yeah, Beetlejuice, uh, and to some lesser extent, Beetlejuice, where she plays Della again.
Hmm.
Really, really good performances.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm glad they were able to bring her back for that.
Uh,
That they got most of the original cast back. Uh,
yeah,
and of course some of the new people like Jenna Ortega. Uh, but yeah,
and Willem Dafoe.
and Willem Dafoe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it should come to us no surprise that Beetlejuice is also my number one.
there you go.
For the same reasons. The the scene where Beetlejuice takes over the dining party with
Yeah,
Dick Cavett and all the other people, and they start singing
Dale,
the uh, the Deo song.
the Banana Boat song.
The Banana Boat song. I mean, it it hardly it barely gets better than that. Uh, and that
The
was
fact
certainly
that it's Dick Cavett and Robert Goulet at the table too with them,
exactly
Glenn Shaddix
exactly
and um, um, Jeffrey Jones was the
Jeffrey
father.
Jones,
Uh,
right? Yeah, and Christina Ricci, of course. Uh, but yeah, I mean that is
no,
to
no,
me one of the highlights of the movie.
Winona Ryder,
Oh, Winona Ryder. That's right. I was thinking the
Wednesday
Addams
Addams.
Family. Thinking the Addams Family. I mean, it seemed very it was very similar characters. Uh, but yeah,
You
Winona
could say
Ryder.
Beetlejuice probably paved the way for those Addams Family movies.
Yeah, there's definitely a similarity between the two. Um, but yeah,
Weird
uh,
was happening at that time.
mhm, yeah. Um, but getting back to Catherine,
Hmm.
yeah, her performance, she's so unhinged as Delia. She has just this artistic streak in her, and it's just just insane. Uh, but yeah, it's exactly. It's just a way. It's a classic performance. Um, Probably, I think that's why it's our number one. Just because it's that memorable and that great. So
Yes, I dropped a piece of popcorn off the floor and I ate it. 5 second
yeah,
rule.
5 second rule. Hey, I I don't judge. I, I've eaten floor
People who are
snacks
watching
myself.
this, I bet you they were saying that. Hey, he dropped a piece of popcorn on the floor and he ate it.
Oh, like who hasn't eaten floor snacks before? Come on, come on. Let's not get
Good popcorn.
exactly.
Almost gone.
Um, you know, little dirt, little hair never hurt anyone. Adds extra protein. Fiber. Anyway, so what's your
Okay,
number
that's
two?
kind of creepy.
I know, Beetlejuice.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. So what's your number two?
My number two is I'm cheating again, which I want to do. Is the Christopher Guest trilogy, which
Okay.
started with Best in Show, and then A Mighty Wind, and then For Your Consideration, which I had never seen. For Your Consideration, I didn't even know it existed, so I got to watch it this week. The first one is a commentary on people who do dog shows, and was really funny. And her character Cookie, who's kind of a slut.
Kind of.
And her husband is Eugene Levy, and he's pure nerdy Eugene Levy.
Oh,
He's great.
yes.
He's got the goofy teeth in. Oh yeah, well, and all these guys are coming in, and they're going, oh yeah, back in the day when Cookie and I.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then there is the scene where she's walking the dog in the show and she twists her ankle, and she does the ankle walk, which is hysterical. Only she can do. She made it really truly funny. That's a great movie. Mighty Wind. She plays Mickey Crab, part of a duo with, again, Eugene Levy as a completely different character. And you could tell that she was in love with this guy when they were like Sonny and Cher back in the 60s. They were doing the folk music. This is a commentary on folk music. And again, she's let down because he's decided, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I don't want to, I don't want the hoopla and anything. And he does it again when they come back together for like an anniversary for
like a tribute show.
Like a tribute show, yeah, for folk singers.
Right.
Another fantastic performance. You read between the lines, you could just see she's so hurt. She's trying to take it in stride, and her husband, sells catheters, and he's just not the guy she's supposed to be with. That's what they make you feel.
Exactly.
For Your Consideration, she's playing an older actress who is in a independent film, and they kind of poke fun at the craziness of Hollywood and how Hollywood works, and there is a buzz that there might be some Academy Award consideration for this film. And again, it's got all the people that are in the other two films basically playing different characters. It's a great cast. And again, she's wonderful as this actress who's past her prime, but she's hoping for, an Academy Award, and just a wonderful performance as we expect from her. So that's my number two.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. My number two is actually The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay. It's on my list.
She plays two different characters. She plays Sally, the sort of the main.
Hey, you've been using Deadly Nightshade again.
Exactly.
Leave Mickey.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, just great performances all the way around. But Sally, she made Sally this tragic but hopeful heroine, and with and it's a successful character, and the way she was animated and everything, and plus the voice. When you think, oh yeah, Sally's hot. She's animated, but damn, she's hot. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know.
She's no Judi Jensen, but
well,
she's no Betty Rubble. But
she's no Betty Rubble, but by golly, and legs for days.
She is one of the most portrayed characters on Halloween by girls. They like to dress up as Sally for Halloween.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's a
never did.
testament to her performance that you don't think it's Catherine O'Hara when you're seeing
Yeah,
Sally. It doesn't.
yeah,
It's not an over the top. Well, and I shouldn't say over the top, but it's not her usual wacky kind of character that she likes to do.
yeah.
So
Well,
it's a
I
very
think that's what makes it
straightforward
so
character.
memorable. It's very grounded, very,
Yeah.
uh, which I think that was the whole point. And she
Which her
sings. She
other
sings.
character, which is Shock
It's
from the Three
totally not
Kids, yeah, Lock, Shock, and
exactly.
Barrel,
Yeah,
um, is completely, totally. You're like, oh yeah, that's Catherine O'Hara right there.
that's the more exactly. That's the more unhinged, just out there
Yeah.
character. Yeah, yeah. And
So get
again, that's a testament to her talent
yeah.
as an actress and as a voice actress, especially
Hmm.
that you have these two distinct characters that are completely separate. I mean, you don't really it doesn't register that oh, it's the same person doing the voice. I mean
Right.
that's the what makes it so so special and
And she
memorable.
sings her butt off in that film. I mean, she
Yes,
just sings as both characters and does a completely different, kind of singing performance for both characters, and just really wonderful singing all the way around.
right. Exactly. Exactly. So, yep. All right. So, what is your number three?
My number three, are Home Alone 1 and 2. She plays the mother, Kate, in Home Alone. And that was the one I had to go back and re-put on the list because I had forgotten, because it's such a dramatic performance. You know, Again, not the typical wacky kind of Catherine O'Hara character. I mean, it's got
Hmm.
its comic moments, but she's more serious than that.
Hmm.
So I completely overlooked it. In the back of my mind, I was like, I know she's the mother in Home Alone. I know that. And she was in it's the second one as well. And we talked about that before the show, that she's a lot better in the first one than she is in the second one. And that's
Hmm.
not her
Yeah.
fault. It's just she's playing the same character. But I think the writing in Home Alone, the first one, was better. And your take on it was, well, if you lose your kid twice, there should be calling kid child services.
Exactly. Exactly. Which why we don't see them
Liam
again.
Neeson having to rescue his daughter 3 times. Wait a minute. What the
Exactly.
hell?
Either either she's a terrible daughter or he's a terrible father.
There's
One
a
or the
terrible
other.
dad.
Terrible dad.
So that's my
But
number
fine.
three. And
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm, Nightmare Before Christmas was my number four.
Okay.
What's your number three?
Uh, my number three is Best of Show.
Yeah,
And for a lot of the same reasons. Her performance as Cookie, just outstanding. Just
it's
outstanding.
the
And
best of the
yeah,
three. G's, yeah, for her.
I think it's the best of the three. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, and of course
Oh, I
you get the
forgot to
hint.
mention, uh, in the for your consideration, she gets a facelift 2/3 of the way through the movie, and every time she's on screen after the facelift, I was roaring with laughter. It was so horrific, and I was just dying laughing that she could get away with that. They did it in another movie with Kevin Nealon. I can't remember which movie it was. It was one of the Adam Sandler films, I think.
Mhm.
He plays a guy that's had a facelift, and he tries to drink and the water's just dripping out of his mouth. He can't even move his lips. It's freaking wonderful. And
Mhm.
she does it. It's just like, oh my God. And it was just really funny. And for all the wrong reasons. So
I I I I haven't seen it yet.
ah,
But
treat yourself.
okay.
That part of the film, the last quarter of the film where she's got the facelift, is really funny.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to see
I mean,
it
the whole
now.
thing is funny. The whole thing is really good. But
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, the Christopher Guest films, the mockumentaries. I mean, they're all terrific in one way or the other. But Best in Show for me is the best of the bunch. And I was going to say, of course, you get the hint earlier on that she's a little more experienced than her husband. When he says, "Oh yeah, she had all these boyfriends,"
Who has two left
and she
feet?
goes, "Thousands." He says, "Oh, thousands." You're like, "Thousands?" And yeah, I invited her to dance, or she invited me to dance. I said, "Oh no, 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 I've got two left feet," and it turned out that it's like, no, it turned out that no, he actually has two left feet. And of course, that comes back as this great joke with Fred Willard, who's in all the movies as well.
Yes.
He and the other commentator, when they're doing the show, and of course he has to go out there after she has her accident, and he's like, "Wait, does am I do my eyes deceive me, or does he have two left feet?" Uh, but Willard, I gotta, I know we're talking about this is focusing on Catherine, but Willard's performance in Best of Show is also maybe one of his best in those movies. All his
Got
little
some
comment,
great, wonderful,
great
wonderful characters
lines.
and moments. And
When they bring out the Basset Hound, yeah, maybe they should put him in a little like Sherlock Holmes hat and a pipe. Can they do that? Is that allowed? And the other commentator, I don't remember his name, but he's very English and he's trying to maintain. I would have been laughing my ass. I don't know how he kept his composure with Willard
he's in all
throwing
of
out
this.
these lines.
He's in all
Yeah, I would have been cracking up the whole time. They would have had to
of
reshoot that thing multiple times, but his performance was terrific, and all of it was spontaneous. I mean, all of it was ad lib, from what I understand.
Oh, really?
Guest would just basically guest would he would give them a scenario. I mean, it was all pretty much what do you call it, improv,
Create.
because he wanted the dialogue to be realistic, and he wanted
Spontaneous.
he gave them the what their characters were, and then just let them riff, and I think that's what made the movie, because these guys are geniuses.
Mm.
And that's what they were famous for with SCTV and Saturday Night Live and all that. Their improv ability, and it's like, hey, well, let's put improv on film, and that's what they did with these movies. My number four. You said your number four was
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare.
Your number 4 is.
My number four is A Mighty Wind, the other
Mhm.
Christopher Guest movie. And again, you already talked about it, and yeah, her performance again, it's a little different from Cookie again,
Mhm. Yeah.
but there's such um, a melancholy, such a pathos about
Yeah.
her character and performance in that one, and like I said, her obvious yearning, or not yearning, but she still loves this man. But yeah, it's very much a Sonny and Cher kind of situation. But again, Eugene Levy is hilarious in his performance.
That's
Uh,
very performance for him.
yeah, but the whole movie is a lot.
Kind of thing where
Yeah,
he's like a weird kind of hippie existential.
yeah, exactly. But the whole thing is a little bit more. There's a gentler tone to
Yeah.
A Mighty Wind than Best of Show. Best of Show, I don't say it's harsh, but it's definitely a little bit more pointed towards these people, especially the Parker Posey character, who
Yeah.
is just completely insane. She and her partner, and these yuppie parents, doggy parents of this dog, and just their insane relationship. It's just wonderful. Uh, but anyway, so that's my number four. So what's your number five?
I have a feeling the number 5 that we is going to be the same for us. That's my feeling. Mine is After Hours.
Oh no, mine's different.
No. Okay. After Hours is a independent film with a lot of guest spots from like really good stars at the time.
Hmm.
The main character in it is played by Griffin Dunn,
Hmm.
who was famous from American Werewolf in London, and later from Johnny Dangerously. And he got this little film, and it's about the worst night of this guy's life.
Hmm.
Everything that goes wrong could go. He gets locked out. He goes to see a girl. It's just really weird. It's weird from moment one to the end of the film.
Hmm.
And Catherine O'Hara is thrown into it as this insane girl who drives an ice cream truck.
Hmm.
And have you seen this movie?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. And she is so perky and annoying. And eventually she turns on him because she sees his face on a poster on the street. And she leads a mob that are
Hmm.
trying to catch him and find him. And she just
Yeah.
becomes his worst nightmare. She was a
Hmm.
nightmare when he knew her and when he was trying to make a call to somebody from her apartment. Uh, and then she just becomes, this just totally insane. We gotta get him. She comes coming after him. And
Yeah.
you got all these other people popping in and out of the film, Cheech and Chong, and it really was a fun movie. I mean, even though you just hate what's going on to this poor guy, and he makes it through the night. He ends up going to work looking like absolute shite the next morning, but he's just
Yeah.
sitting at his desk,
Yeah.
happy that he got through it all, and it's just a
Hmm.
delightful little romp. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, being chased by a mob in an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
That should tell you
And
right there.
if you watch this movie, it's a Martin Scorsese movie, which is even more surprising. He
Yeah,
directed that. And I believe is it Rosanna Arquette?
Rosanna Arquette's in it. Yeah.
Uh, there's a conversation, and you will never see the Wizard of Oz the same way again after this conversation that they have. Especially the phrase "surrender, Dorothy" will just never be. It'll be seared into your mind as something very very different from what the
Linda
Wizard of Oz.
Fiorentino is in it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Cheech and Chong you mentioned.
who plays the bartender in it?
Uh, Gosh, it's been a while.
John. It's not John Hurt. Um, uh, William Hurd.
I think so.
Anyway, again, just amazing the talent that jumps in and out of the film. Yeah, throughout the film, you see a lot
Yeah,
of
Linda
cameos
Filipino.
of people.
Terry Garr is in
Terry
it.
Garr. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. John Hurd.
John
Yeah,
Hurd. Yeah, there we go. I
yeah.
said William Hurd.
Right.
John Hurd.
John Hurd. Yeah,
H-E-A-R-D.
right. Of course, Dick Miller, who's in everything somewhere. But yeah. Yeah. So anyway, okay, all right.
That's my number five.
Actually, all right. So that's your number five. My number five is actually Home Alone. We talked
Okay.
about as Kate McAllister, who accidentally leaves behind her child, played by Macaulay Culkin, at home. And at first, he thinks that's just. At first, he's freaked out, of course, and they're freaked out. And we just mentioned John Hurd. He plays the husband,
Yes.
plays the dad in that.
Mhm.
And then, of course, we get Joe Pesci uh, and
Daniel Stern.
Daniel Stern as the two guys trying to break into the house. And
He is doing videos sculpting now. He's sculpting on Instagram. I
good,
see him doing his work all the time.
nice,
Man, dude, I'm following you.
yeah, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. I was wondering what happened to him.
Yeah,
Um,
he's into
kind of.
sculpting.
He's now into sculpting. Yeah, that's
This
cool.
stuff is interesting. Stuff is really fun. It's interesting. I shouldn't say fun. It's mind provoking.
Ooh. All right. So, do you have some honorable mentions you want to talk about?
Again, just a couple of movies, and have to mention some TV that she's done that's just exceptional. Argyle, the movie Argyle.
Mm,
She plays she plays a person's mom in it, and then it turns out that the person's world is completely, you know, uh, what was the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he finds out that his whole life has been fabricated and made up? Um,
oh, that's the one, the Mars one.
Mars one, yeah.
Uh,
Ah, eh.
I know the one you're talking about. Why can't I?
They
Oh my
made a
God.
remake of it. I still can't remember
Yeah, with
it.
Colin Farrell. Oh my God. Now I'm gonna have to look it up
So
because.
anyway,
But yeah.
this girl finds out that her whole life has been made up, and her father and her mother are actually the heads of a secret service agency, and they're kind of an evil secret service agency. And the mother's played by Catherine O'Hara, and she goes in and out of this perky mom into a very evil German woman who has, done some wonderful things to her brain.
Yeah.
She's very fun, a lot of
Wow.
fun.
I,
Monster House.
you know, Monster House. Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually the mom in Monster House. It's an animated film. A lot of good stars in that. Fred Willard is her husband. So again, comedy gold when you got her and Fred Willard together.
Hmm.
Um, she's also the mom in Frankenweenie.
Hmm.
She's good in that. Not her best performance, obviously, but worth noting that she's the mom in Frankenweenie. And then of course all the fun stuff that she did on SCTV for
Hmm.
years, which led up to her, rise in stardom. Schitt's Creek, again, there's a reason why she was receiving accolades and awards for that show. It's very funny. She's very
Hmm.
funny. And those are my honorable mentions.
Okay. Uh, well, mine had to mention Beetlejuice,
Uh-huh.
which as the sequel to Beetlejuice, where she
Mhm.
reprises her role as Delia, as we said. Uh, there's actually an earlier Christopher Guest movie, uh, Waiting for Guffman,
Oh,
where she and Fred Willard are paired together as a couple of community. That one's about community theater,
mm.
and Christopher Guest plays
So it's
this.
actually a quadrilogy then.
It's quadrilogy exactly. Uh, Christopher Guest plays this New York uh, theater director
Mm.
who is now living in this small town, and they're having an anniversary, and they're the stool capital of the world because one of the presidents did a whistle stop uh, campaign or did a stop at the town, and they offered him a stool, and he was so effusive in his praise, and their business just boomed because he endorsed this stool. And so they're doing an
The
anniversary
stool
show,
capital of the world.
stool capital of the world. I'm trying to remember what
Not that
city it
stool.
was. No, like a footstool. Uh, uh,
That's still Christopher Guest, though.
yeah, Blaine. It's called Blaine, Montana,
Uh,
and which interesting thing is
I can
the
see Fred Willard
film.
saying, "We're the stool capital of the world."
Yeah, but now unfortunately, Catherine O'Hara doesn't have as big a role as she does
Mm.
in the other films, but she's still hilarious
Yeah.
as his wife, and they're just aspiring actors, or they think they're better actors than they actually are, just because they've done all these community theater performances.
See, now that
And
takes talent. It really takes talent to be somebody who's a bad actor, but they think they're a good actor. Yeah.
exactly, it's like singers, when you have a really good singer pretending to be a bad singer. Yeah, that takes some talent. And of course, Eugene Levy's in it. He plays the local dentist who becomes part of the show, and just Parker Posey. I mean, all the usual
All the
suspects
regulars are there.
are the are the
I've
regulars.
heard
And
of
it's
Waiting
kind
for
of the
Guffy, but
beginning.
I didn't realize that it was part of the Christopher Guest canon of
Yeah, yeah,
films.
yeah.
I knew he was in it, but I didn't think it was one of the ones
I
that had
want to
all the
say
other
it's the
people
first
that.
one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, it's not one of the best ones, obviously, but it is the
Mm,
first one
yeah.
of that kind of series.
Mm,
But it sort of set the pattern. It set the
okay.
and of course we got the cast who became regulars in all of the
Mhm.
other movies. Um,
That you mentioned that because guests like to use the same people. Tim Burton, on
mhm,
occasion, would use the same people, and that meant you.
mhm,
I mean, you had to have what Tim Burton liked and what he was looking for, to
mhm,
be called back to another. And again, she's in a couple of his films. Catherine
mhm.
O'Hara is. She was
Right.
in Beetlejuice. She was in Beetlejuice, but she was also in Nightmare Before Christmas, playing two characters. So
Mhm.
Paul Rubens was another one that he liked to call back in again to do characters.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. He was uh he was the Penguin's father
he was the Penguin's father,
in
Mr. Cobblepot.
Batman
He
Batman
was
Returns.
he was in Lock, Shock, and Barrel. He was one of the Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
Right. Yeah.
Locke. He was Locke.
Yeah.
Um, um, but and of course Pee Wee Herman, which is what gave Tim Burton his start. Yeah. I
Yeah. Uh, I know. I know you are. What am
or
I?
what am I?
What am I? Yeah. Should leave the voices up to you. But yeah, you mentioned After Hours. That's another one of my
Yeah.
uh, honorable mentions. Exactly because yeah, she just goes from being kind of seemingly innocuous and sweet, and although a little unhinged, to being fully unhinged by the end of it,
Oh
creating
God,
this
it's such a transformation.
mob.
It's such a good performance.
Yeah, she was in Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events with Jim
Yes,
Carrey,
I forgot to put that on my honorable mention list, and I should. Yeah, she was in both the movie and the TV show.
and this TV show. I
She's
think
in both. She's
was
the
it?
only actor that I know of that's in both.
Yeah,
She plays the judge and she plays the doctor in one of the other.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think she's the judge in the movie, if I remember correctly.
I think you're right. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, the Schwarzenegger movie we're trying to think of is Total Recall.
Total Recall. That's it. Total Recall.
Yeah.
So yeah, Argyle
Uh,
like a Total Recall.
yeah. Argyle got such terrible reviews
Mm.
that I thought, I might skip this one, but I may go back and watch it.
Her
I'm a fan
performance
of
and
movies.
Bryan Cranston as her quote husband, the father. They're really funny in it.
Yeah.
There's really very little. Um, uh, Henry Cavill in it as Argyle. It's a character that she has created, she
Mm-hmm.
thinks, that she writes books about. And so
Mm-hmm.
he's in the first scene, but you really don't see him a lot.
Oh,
They don't go back to his character. It's mostly
yeah.
her and Sam Rockwell. It's Brian, Dallas, Bryce Howard, and Sam Rockwell. And
Okay.
Rockwell, of course, is always good.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
it's not a bad movie. I kind of enjoyed it. And again, when you throw in people like Catherine O'Hara and Bryan Cranston, you can't go wrong. And
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was suitably weird. I just had a feeling like it's been done before.
Mm-hmm.
That was my problem with it. Was okay. The whole thing with the big brain erasure and the double crosses and stuff like that. That's all been kind of done before. That was the
Mm-hmm.
problem I had with it. But
Yeah.
other than that, the performances are really good.
And I think that's probably why it bombed. Uh,
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that they built a lot of the promotional
And I
material
think people
around
were
Henry
upset because they were
Cavill.
expecting it to be like a James Bond thing with Henry Cavill,
Exactly. That's because
and
that's
it
what they.
wasn't at all. I mean, it was in the first few minutes, with him
Yeah.
and John Cena, and again they do a little scene at the end showing that she's still writing his books, and
Yeah. So,
but it's they marketed it as that, and it wasn't that, and I think people were pissed off by that.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, because they were trading on Cavill's name and
Mm.
his
Unfortunately, Elana did not join us, and I'm worried about her now. I hope she's okay.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
going to save my documentary for her. Excuse me, for the next show.
Yeah, yeah. Well, speaking of the next show, next time we
Hmm.
will be discussing Robert Redford, who we
Oh,
also lost recently. I don't want this to
huge, a
be
huge fan of.
exactly. So hopefully she will be able to join us for that. I don't want this to be the turn into the dead celebrity show, and although it's kind of, but I feel we should pay tribute to these wonderful actors.
It's just that we've lost so many good ones in
We've
the
lost
last
so
year.
many
Yeah,
in just the last few months.
yeah,
I mean, we just lost Chuck Norris
yeah.
as of this taping. Uh, he may turn up here later on, although he wasn't that great an actor. I know I'm probably pissed off a lot of fans now, but he did a lot of
Got
movies,
his folly. He does have his
and he
folly.
and he, he was good at what he did. So and of course he got to have a great fight. He was trained with he trained with Bruce Lee
Yeah,
and
I
had
bought some
a had
Bruce Lee
a
stamps today at the post office.
oh so we may do Bruce Lee here sometime. He
Talk
he
about a
certainly had a
short
lot of.
list.
No, he did. Yeah, of course, his Hong Kong films and
Yeah.
way before, well, after he did play Kato in the Green Hornet,
Yes.
uh, and uh, and James Francisca's
Long.
karate teacher in Longstreet. Uh, so anyway, it was a very short-lived series, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
anywho, all right. Well, thank you, Rory, for joining me in this show. Unfortunately, we didn't have a gal, but we do send out very positive vibes to Alana Lang and hope that she is well, or if she's not unwell, that she gets better soon.
Yeah.
We miss you, and we hate it that you missed this show because we know that you were a fan of Catherine O'Hara as well. Anyway, until next time, keep watching movies.
Thank you for watching this episode of Two Guys and a Gal Talking About Movies. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell.